Hey guys, Multi here. Today my first video about dividend investing on this channel. I want to make a video series about every month about my 3 favorite dividend stocks. For sure always a little bit changing. Something new, something old, swapping around and whatsoever. So today I want to talk about my, at the moment, 3 favorite dividend stocks. The first one that you can already see here is Realty Income. I would guess it's a pretty well known stock if you are interested in dividend investing. It's a real estate investment trust. It has an uninterrupted dividend streak of 55 years, which is insanely good. The dividend yield is something between 5.5-6%, depending on where you look it up. I would say, as you can see here, the last 6 months it was a pretty good development, around 14% up. So it's a good timing, I would say, to buy Realty Income, especially when also the Fed is about to cut some interest rates. I guess the stock will even rise more. So I think right now would be a very good time to invest some extra money into Realty Income Corp. The special thing about Realty Income is, that it's a monthly dividend payer. That means if you are interested into this, passive income lifestyle, which you can do a lot with dividends, then it could be very interesting for you to have a monthly dividend stock that is paying a high dividend. I would say around 6% is still considered high, and also monthly. That means your passive income is not coming every 3 months or maybe even only 2 times a year, whatever. It's a monthly income, in that case a monthly dividend with Realty Income, which makes it, in my opinion, super interesting, especially if you are thinking about building passive income. And again, an uninterrupted dividend streak of 55 years. That means since it was founded in 1969, it's an uninterrupted dividend streak. There's not a lot of growth in the dividend, but still some, so just to make it clear. But overall, in my opinion, a big recommendation. Let's head over to the next one. It's Enbridge. Enbridge is oil, gas storage, transportation in that business. As you can see here, I just make some notes. Economy could not function without Enbridge energy infrastructure. For example, the firm moves around 30% of the crude oil produced in North America and transports almost 20% of the natural gas consumed in the US. Also here, pretty much the same last 6 months, a little bit more than 12% up, which is pretty good. The dividend yield is higher, it's nearly 2% higher. We are close to 8% with 7.5%. So that's a pretty high dividend yield, in my opinion. And we have an uninterrupted dividend streak of even 71 years. 71 years. I'm not sure if you can find another stock that has the same high yield and an uninterrupted dividend streak for that amount of time. That's just insane. Oil, gas, you know how much it's used, especially in North America. So pretty safe, I would say, pretty safe. As you can also see, dividend safety score is here, safe. Sure, nobody knows ever exactly what things happening, but 71 years, it's just an insane amount of period of time. And 7.5% of yield is very good, considering that usually we try to have the inflation around 2% or something like this. Then a 7.5% dividend yield is just pretty good, especially if you mix it up with a 12% increasing in the last 6 months. If we go to a year, it's the same. Okay, not a lot of change here. Maximal over time. Also, you know, dividends is just here on eToro for the maximum amount of time since it's tradable there. So yeah, 12% last 6 months, 7.5% dividend yield, and a 70 years uninterrupted dividend streak. Pretty insane. The last one is UGI. So I guess also here many people should know that stock already. Last 6 months only 2% down, or 2% down, which could be better. Just let's be honest about it. So could be better, but as you can see here, 139 years uninterrupted dividend streak, founded back 1882 in eastern Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's a distributor, you know, for natural gas, propane, all these things. So it's also pretty safe business, I would say, but got a little bit of trouble in the last few years. That's why you can see here the, okay, here it's even up. If you can see here in general, but it was much higher, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was around 50, 40, so it went down pretty much, let me say, after this COVID crisis. It went a little bit down to around 24, 23, where it's now for more than a year. I think there's a very high chance it goes up again. I would never consider again around the 50, 60 mark, but I definitely see a lot of potential to go up again into the 30, 35 range. And as you can see here, the numbers for the past week, month, 6 months, 1 year, it's pretty stable. It's a dividend stock, it's pretty stable. It just lost some energy 5, 6 years ago. Since then, very stable again. And yeah, an uninterrupted dividend streak of 139 years. I think it's a good time to invest in UGI if you want to have it safe. And a 6.1% dividend yield is, there are higher ones, 8%, 9%, or 10, 12, but that safetiness with 139 years uninterrupted dividend streak is just insane in my opinion. So if you count this together, if you would invest in these 3 stocks, I don't know, whatever you can invest, but you would have a dividend yield of a little bit more than 6%, I would say. If you count this together, I don't know, 6.5 or something like this. Yeah, you would have a 6.5% dividend yield. You would have 1 stock with a passive income every month. Other 2 stocks are pretty safe in dividends. Think about 139, 71 years, and even Realty Income is 55 years. So since its start in 1969, it pays an uninterrupted dividend. So these 3 stocks are right now at the moment my favorite dividend stocks at that moment for the month of August that I want to recommend you. I even have I would say it's my 3 biggest shares at the moment. My 3 biggest part of shares is in the 3 companies, but there are a lot of other dividend companies that can make a lot of sense. Maybe you want to have a little bit more diversified, because Enbridge and UGI are definitely, let me say, in the same sector, I would say. Yeah, and Realty Income, there's a special thing about it that when the Fed cuts a little bit the rates, there could be a good amount of increase in Realty Income. That's it for this video, guys. Have a good one. See you. Bye bye.